Tips for upcoming 7th graders. Pay attention in class and take notes, because a lot of the stuff that you're going to learn in 8th grade is simpler versions of what you learn in 7th grade. For the girls, start looking into better feminine hygiene, because a lot of people I know started their in 7th grade. So start educating yourself on that. Do assignments the day you get it, because when I say they try to move fast in 7th grade, like they try to go from one assignment to the next very quickly. Learn how to write a good teacher email, because trust me, that's going to help you so much, because emailing a teacher, hey, can you help me with my work tomorrow? Instead of being like, hey, Mrs. whatever, Mr. whatever, can you please help me with my work sometime tomorrow in class or before class? It sounds so much different. Don't talk about people. That's not cute. And then 9 times out of 10, you're going to be talked about too. Keep your hair looking nice. And if you don't have a way to keep your hair looking nice, you better go look up a YouTube video and learn how to braid. That's what I did. I learned how to do knotless braids and everything on my own head. For my girls, keep an emergency kit in your bag. If you haven't started yet, you can start at any time. It's no specific time that you can start. So please, if you're on it or not, keep some in your bag. You do not want to be the girl walk around with a red spot on her pants. Well, that's all I have for you today, and I really hope y'all enjoyed my video. Bye. Mwah.
Tips you need to hear before going to 7th grade. 7th grade was nobody's year. Worst school year of my life. Keep up with your hair. Your hair can literally make or break your outfit and your day all at once. If you can't always get your hair done, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure your curls are popping or your hair is slicked nice. Try out different sports and activities and figure out which ones you like most. Don't be scared to go out and do tryouts or anything like that, because if you really want it, you'll work for it. I do not recommend starting your sport in high school, because you're most likely going to be behind everybody else and might not even make it through tryouts. Make sure you're not just picking anybody to be your friend, and choose wisely. This was a year that people were like the messiest they could possibly be, and most of the time it's the people you least expect. Do assignments the day you get them, because there's a lot of topics to go over in 7th grade and they move fast. Also, because it's not good to procrastinate. Be kind to your teachers and show that you have respect for them, because it goes a long way, especially when you need an extension on an assignment or you need help getting tutored. Don't start rumors and drama about people, because if the roles were reversed, you would hate it. That's all the tips I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, thank you all so much for 4,000 followers!
How to keep your grades up for this school year. Take notes in class. They don't have to be the most Pinterest-worthy notes ever, but they should at least be organized and pleasing to look at, so that you will actually go back and look at them. Along with that, stay organized. Please keep your classes separate. If you have a binder, have dividers, or at least have something that separates the classes. Create a study playlist. It could just be some motivating music. Don't put like too much like upbeat music so that you just like dance and stuff, but if that helps you, that helps you. Study with a group. I don't know why, but studying with multiple people just makes it like twice as much fun. Maintain good studying habits. You can use all the ones I just gave you, or you can download the app Your Step. Your Step is basically an app that helps you plan out everything. It can create a study schedule for you. It has a calendar for all your tests and your deadlines, along with holidays or days when you have no school. It will create a study plan personalized just for you based on your mood for the day. You can also create a room with other people to study with using the app. There's a section for a to-do list, whether it has to do with school or it doesn't. It has a lot on the app. School just started for me, and I already have quizzes and tests planned out, so I've been able to put them into the app and create time for when I'm gonna study, since I have so much other things to do. So Your Step helps me to schedule everything out so that I can still make time for school. I wish you all the best this school year. I love you. Bye guys.
Here's my advice for people who are starting year 7. First one, I am coming off so strong. Please, for the love of God, do not come into school with a full face of makeup. I will actually drop down on the what? If I see a year 7 walking into school on the first day with full face makeup, I will roll on the floor and I'll start crying. I will cry. I mean, no one in the whole wide world literally wears makeup to school. Okay, they might wear a bit of concealer. No one wears there's no need for you to look like you're about to go to the Met Gala, because you ain't. My second advice is, it doesn't really matter on how badly you do in your classes that year, because honestly, I don't even remember one thing I learned in year 7. I don't remember one thing. But at the same time, that doesn't give you an excuse to mess around and not learn, because that will just make every single teacher hate you, and you need teachers to like you for when you grow up. But do the work. I honestly don't know why you guys are listening to me for that, because I am the one that gets attentions for shopping online on my laptop, but that. My fourth advice to you is to make new friends. Make new friends. Because trust me, it's going to be really scary the first time you go and be like, you want to stay with your friends. Another advice for you to know is that everything changes in year 9. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know how it magically, it just does. My mum told me this in year 7 and I was like to her, girl, you ain't the genie from Aladdin, how the hell do you know? I can guarantee you that there are at least 3 people in your year who will be able to relate to you and like the same things with you. Because trust me, it's going to be really scary the first time you go and be like, you want to stay with your friends. If you have any that are coming to the same school with you, make new friends. Because if you can still stay with the people you've been friends with in primary school, but it doesn't end well. And I have proof. Another really important advice for you guys is sets don't matter. They honestly don't matter. Okay, if someone's coming up to you and saying like, oh my gosh, I'm in set 1 for maths and you're in like set 4, okay, do you want a medal? Like, shut up. Like, it doesn't matter, because sets are the best for you. If you want to pass school, if you want to make it out of school, you don't want to be in set 1, because how are you going to learn? You want to be in the correct set for you. That's why they don't get. Also, those people can just shut the F up. Like, shut up. Is that the really only thing you can brag about in your life, that you're in? Just shut up. Another really important advice is detentions aren't cool. They are not cool. Like, there are people in my year who don't get a lunchtime because every single lunchtime they're in a detention. I'm like, that's sad. That is just not good. And also, they are the most boring thing ever. Like, ever. Okay, so that, I guess that's kind of like all my advice. I don't know, I kind of just came up with these on the spot. I don't really know, I'm not really an advice person. But if you guys like these type of videos, let me know. But yeah, bye guys, love you.
Tips for people going into the 7th grade. Literally, I cannot stress this enough. Save the drama for your mama. It's not worth it at the end of the day. Same thing, like, no fights, please. Getting into a fight over a boy is literally insane. Have some decorum, ladies. Don't be afraid to spread out into other friend groups. Chances are you probably won't be in the same friend group in all of middle school. And all you need is to be in a friend group where they love drama. Live, laugh, love for the drama. Also, pay attention in class. I hate to tell you, but the rumors are true. This is definitely the hardest year of middle school. Just take your notes and you'll be fine. Also, middle schoolers are the literal rudest people on planet Earth. If someone makes fun of you or bullies you, just know in that situation that you're the bigger person and push through. Bring extra deodorant. I said this in my tips for high school video, but it's severely important because I know when you go to gym, it ain't gonna be smelling the best. Also, wear whatever is literally comfortable to you. I understand like the first few days you're gonna want to do cute outfits and everything, but ultimately it's what makes you feel comfortable. Don't start rumors. It's just in your best interest not to. I mean, would you want other people starting rumors about you? No. Those are just some of my tips for 7th graders. Thank y'all for watching.
If you're going into 7th grade, I got you. Here's some of the biggest tips that you need to know. Girl, bring a period kit with you. If you don't have one of these, go pack one right now and stick it in your backpack. If you haven't gotten your period yet, you need to be prepared in case you get your first period at school. I'm not playing. Put this in your backpack right now. Middle school gym is the worst. I've embarrassed myself way too many times in gym. Don't take gym too seriously and just try your best. If anyone says mean things to you, don't listen to them, because at the end of the day, it's literally just gym class. Whatever you do, make sure you are reapplying deodorant after gym. Do not forget to bring your gym clothes home to wash them. Uniform or whatever you are using, bring it home and wash it. Trust me, if you don't do that, you will be in trouble. Whatever you do, try not to talk about people behind their backs. Middle school is an awkward stage in everyone's life, so just be kind to everyone. If someone is rude to you, ignore them. All they want is a reaction from you, so it's best not to give it to them. I don't know about you, but I had to do this huge science fair in 7th grade and present it in front of like a lot of teachers. You know me, I cannot stand giving presentations, but if you have to do this, make sure you choose a topic that is simple and easy to do. I ended up getting like 3rd place. I don't even know how that happened. Keep it organized and don't be afraid of doing a presentation. Everyone has to do it, and once you get it over with, you are going to be so glad that you did. If you're confused about anything about like your homework or assignments or anything that you're learning, make sure that you ask your teacher for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because their job is literally to help you. It is a lot easier just asking for help than trying to figure it out on your own. Or you can always ask like a friend or a classmate, but whatever you do, don't be afraid to ask for help. Those are all the things that you need to know before going into 7th grade, but let me know if you have any questions and I would love to answer.
Things no one tells you about middle school. You will go through an awkward phase. And I, in fact, am still in it, okay? The teachers aren't as mean as 5th grade teachers describe them at all. Like, I remember before going into middle school, I was so scared because of the 5th grade teachers. By the way, I have pain. When I tell you guys, 5th grade teachers exaggerate it, they exaggerate it so much. Next, drama is everywhere. And I'm pretty good at getting away from drama, but I see some drama happening all the time. And this honestly goes for every school, like, you know, elementary, middle, you know. Next, don't be stupid with your locker. You probably have to twist it some certain ways. And I honestly forget how to open a locker now after the summer. Oh my gosh. I actually never even thought about how to explain it, but I would just like scroll to my numbers. I wouldn't even switch the way. It's like complicated to explain it. But yeah, those are some of the things that people don't tell you about middle school. So if we hit 30K by August 15th, then my dad will buy me a crab. So please, I need a crab. Obviously. Bye.
Since you guys are so dying and craving my, you know, advice, like school advice, we're going to continue on with that. This is a response to a girl who asked for a 7th grade version of my advice as a graduating senior. And I was like, okay. Could not find your comment, baby, but you know who you are. And this is for the rest of the 7th graders as well. First things first, this is a point in your time in your life where you're going to be finding out your niche, your little clan, your clique, who you really get with. So be smart about the decision that you make, because this is where peer pressure really starts, is really in middle school. Like, I think peer pressure starts in middle school, not even high school. It just worsens in high school and there's more of an exposure, but middle school is really where it starts to skyrocket. Second piece of advice is figuring out your sport, like what you like to do, your hobbies, etc. Start now, build it now, so that as you go into high school, you already know your niche, your friend group, your people that are with you and associated with you. Especially when I go D1 and get scholarships for the sport that you do, start early. Start early. Third piece of advice is honestly have fun. Don't be ashamed to come to the high school games. Actually, I would say have exposure with the high school kids before you go to high school, because honestly, you'll make friends then. I know a lot of my friends when I was in 7th grade going to so many of the games. You guys have your own little, well, in my school, we have our little kids in one area, our middle schoolers. So I say go, have exposure, figure out what it's kind of like Friday nights, do fun things. My fourth piece of advice is kind of generic, but just do well in school. I always say that, do well, so that when you're going into high school, your counselor kind of knows the type of student that you already are and puts you into classes accordingly, because they do know where they're putting you at, you know what I'm saying? So if you do well your 7th grade, 8th grade year, and as they start to pick your classes out for your freshman year, they will put you in good classes with good teachers based on how you were as a student. So don't get into fights, don't do bad things, just stay a good kid, guys. That's overall my advice. Just have fun with it, guys. Be responsible, get your work done, have good grades, and have fun later. That's how I work, and it's worked for multiple years. I get my stuff done first, and then I go outside and have fun. Like, once my homework is done, I'll be at that game. Even though I'm a cheerleader, but still, I'll be at that game. You know what I mean? Get stuff. Don't procrastinate and stuff like that. I hope I pronounced that right, because I heard that I don't pronounce it right. But yeah, that's my little advice to you guys. Deuces.